Chloe, can I tell you about my meeting yesterday? It was awkward.
Oh, please do. I love a bit of workplace drama.
Well, I was making a point and I said, "Your projection is wrong." And the whole room just went silent. I wasn't trying to be rude, my grammar was perfect, but it just landed like a lead balloon.
Ah, the classic correct but not quite right moment. I know it well. And if you've ever felt like that, like your English is technically perfect but somehow missing something, then thank you so much for clicking on this episode. You're in exactly the right place.
Exactly. It's that invisible layer, isn't it? The difference between speaking English and sounding natural in English.
It is. It's the difference between getting your point across and getting your point accepted. Today, we're going to unpack that. We're not just talking about vocabulary, we're talking about phrasing, intonation, and the subtle signals that make you sound less like a textbook and more like a trusted colleague.
Okay, I am ready. My career needs this.
And stay with us because we're saving the most powerful sentence for last. It's one you'll use every single week, I promise.
Ooh, a cliffhanger. I like it.
So let's start with your meeting, Alex. Your projection is wrong. It's very direct. In many cultures, that's clear and efficient. In most British or American business settings, it can sound a little aggressive.
Right, aggressive. That's the word.
The first key to sounding more native is to use what we call softeners or hedging language. This isn't about being weak, it's about being collaborative. You're creating space for discussion, not just stating a fact.
Creating space for discussion. I like that framing.
So instead of your projection is wrong, you could try something like, I might be misinterpreting the data, but it looks to me like these figures are a little optimistic. Or, could we take another look at this projection? I have a slightly different take.
Wow, okay, that feels completely different. It invites them to talk about it with me rather than just defending themselves.
Exactly. You're turning a confrontation into a collaboration. Other great softeners are phrases like, correct me if I'm wrong, but, or from my perspective, or even a simple, I was just wondering if.
This is gold. It's like a communication cheat code.
It really is. Let's try a quick role play to feel the difference. You be the project manager giving an update, and I'll be the senior stakeholder who has some concerns. First, I'll use the direct approach.
Okay, I'm ready. So, in summary, we plan to launch the marketing campaign in Q3.
That is a bad idea. We will not have the budget approved by then. You need to move it to Q4.
Oof, okay, and roleplay. My immediate reaction is to get defensive. It feels like you've just shut me down completely.
Right? Now, let's try again with softeners. You start.
So, in summary, we plan to launch the marketing campaign in Q3.
Thanks for that, Alex. I have one small concern about the Q3 timing. From my understanding, the budget might not be fully signed off by then. I was wondering if we've considered Q4 as a potential option.
And roleplay. See, now I'm thinking, oh, that's a good point. Let's discuss it. My mind is open, not closed.
Look at the language I used. One small concern, from my understanding. I was wondering if all of those phrases signal that I'm on your team and we're solving this problem together.
This is so practical, I can literally use this in my meeting this afternoon.
And if you're finding these practical tips useful, now would be an amazing time to hit that subscribe button. We release new practical episodes like this all the time, and it's the best way to make sure you don't miss out.
Okay, so we have softeners. What's next on our journey to sounding like a native speaker?
Next, we upgrade our vocabulary, not by learning complicated, obscure words, but by swapping common, basic words for slightly more professional sounding alternatives. This is about adding precision and weight to your language.
Okay, give me an example.
A common one is I think. It's fine, but it can sound a bit weak. You can upgrade it to I believe. I'm of the opinion that, or my take on this is.
My take on this is, I like that. It sounds confident.
Exactly. It shows ownership. Another one is we need to. It can sound demanding. Try upgrading to our priority should be, or perhaps we should consider, or the next logical step would be to.
That's much more strategic. Our priority should be, yes.
Let's do a quick hear, repeat, and learn for our listeners. I'll say the basic phrase, then the upgraded one. Repeat the upgraded one out loud after me. Ready?
Ready.
Instead of, it's a good idea, say, that's a viable approach. Pause for repetition. Instead of, let's talk about it later, say, let's shelve that discussion for now. Pause for repetition. And instead of, we have a problem, try, we're facing a challenge. Pause for repetition.
Facing a challenge versus have a problem is a huge mental shift. One is an obstacle, the other is an opportunity.
Precisely. The language you use frames the entire conversation, which actually brings me to a crucial turning point for many learners.
Mm-hmm.
The goal of all this is not to achieve perfect English. There's no such thing. The goal is to feel confident and comfortable in your English. It's to stop apologizing for your language skills and start focusing on the value of your ideas. When you make that mental shift, your fluency will skyrocket.
Stop apologizing for your English. That really hits home.
It's a big theme we cover in our video on building workplace confidence, which you can check out after this. But for now, let's combine these two ideas, softeners and upgraders, in a final role play. This time, we're negotiating a deadline. You want it sooner, I need more time.
Okay, let's do it. Hi, Chloe. I just looked at the project plan. I need you to finish your part by this Friday.
Thanks for flagging this, Alex. I've taken a look at the timeline, and from my perspective, a Friday deadline could pose a significant challenge in terms of quality. I'm of the opinion that delivering a more polished result by next Wednesday would be a more viable approach. Would there be any flexibility on the timeline?
Okay, and role play. That was brilliant. You didn't just say, no, I can't. You explained why, you managed my expectations, proposed a solution, and put the ball back in my court politely.
And notice the mix. From my perspective, is a softener. Pose a significant challenge and viable approach are upgraders. Together, they make the message assertive, but also collaborative.
That combination is powerful, which brings us to the grand finale, the sentence you promised at the start.
Indeed, it does. Are you ready? The single most powerful, useful sentence you can add to your business English toolkit is this. Just to make sure I'm on the same page, let me play that back to you.
Let me play that back to you. Okay, why is that so powerful?
Because it does 4 incredible things at once. First, it buys you time to think. While you're playing it back, you're processing the information and formulating your response. No more panicked silences.
Okay, buying time. That's useful.
Second, it confirms your understanding and prevents massive miscommunications down the line. It's the ultimate error prevention tool.
That makes sense.
Third, it makes the other person feel incredibly heard and respected. It shows you are genuinely listening, which builds huge rapport.
Right. It's active listening in action.
And fourth, and this is the magic part, it puts you in control of the conversation. You are the one summarizing, framing the key points, and guiding the next step. It's an incredibly high status, yet humble thing to do. Use it when a client gives you a complex brief, when your boss assigns a multi-step task, or when you're in a confusing group discussion. It's a game changer.
Wow. Okay, that really is a powerful sentence. I can see now how it does all of that at once. Time, clarity, rapport, and control.
So there you have it. Start with softeners to be more collaborative, upgrade your vocabulary to be more precise, and use the play it back technique to ensure clarity and control.
That was an incredibly valuable breakdown, Chloe. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And for everyone listening, if you want to dive deeper, we've compiled so many more of these phrases, tips, and examples into our free Essential British English Guide. It is an absolutely fantastic resource. The link is right there in the description box below. It's my gift to you for spending this time with us today.
Definitely grab that. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. It really helps us keep making content like this for you.
It really does. And to finish, we have a question for you. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. What is one basic English phrase you often use that you'd like to upgrade after listening to this episode?
That's a great question. Share your before and after phrases in the comments. We can't wait to read them. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Bye for now.